watching Amitha Verna. I wanted to share a quick spruce up project with you. Have you ever been frustrated by your fireplace mantle and feel that it may be out of style or outdated? Well, that's exactly how I feel about this mantle behind me. It's a gorgeous mantle with beautiful styling, but it's become very dingy, very dated, and is showing a lot of age and wear and tear. So I can't wait to show you how I'm going to transform this mantle and turn it into a beautiful masterpiece with Amitha Verna chalk finish paint. Now, on first glance, you might be wondering, why would I transform this fireplace? But upon closer inspection, you can see there's a lot of signs of aging and wear and tear, and not in the good way, which makes this piece a perfect candidate to transform. Here you can see the wood is really discolored compared to other areas. It's very worn down, has aging and spots, and it's just not holding up quite as good as it could ideally. Because of all of this discoloration and age spots and watermarks, this is going to be the perfect fireplace to transform. Another thing I really love about it are all these beautiful details. Here you can see a lot of these details, which right now are very hard to notice because of the dark tones of this wood. I know with just a little bit of paint, it's going to bring all of these gorgeous, gorgeous details to life. So to get started, I'm going to use Belgian blue to paint over this mantle. I've opened my can, and before I start painting, I want to remind you to give your paint a good stir. Here you can see the consistency of the paint. It is so beautiful. It feels like painting with pudding or maybe even low-fat yogurt. So give it a good stir so you can get all this beautiful, rich, gorgeous consistency throughout the can, mixed up all throughout. So the great thing about using Amitha Verna chalk finish paint is you can just dip your brush in and start painting. There is no sanding, stripping, or priming needed at all in order for you to start your project. So I'm going to take my brush, I'm using our 2-inch transform brush, our medium-sized paintbrush, dip it in and just start painting this mantle. And here you can see I'm using really long brush strokes to apply the paint on. So here you can see just how beautifully it's going on and how incredibly it's covering just on this first application. When I'm working in carved areas like this, I like to just dab some of the paint into these raised moldings and raised areas, and then go back and brush out a really long, beautiful brush stroke. Some of these other detail areas you may have to work in with a little bit of a smaller brush, but get that first coat on, and then you can go back and do a little touch-up coat as needed. So are you ready to see the incredible after results? Well, take a look at how beautifully this mantle turned out. Here you can see just how beautifully this mantle turned out with just a simple makeover. We painted over the entire mantle with Amitha Verna chalk finish paint in Belgian blue. Now, once that was dry, I could see a few opportunities to add a second color to bring out some of the beautiful details of this fireplace that went completely unnoticed when it was in its previous darker, dingier appearance or finish. So here you can see we went back into these beautiful carvings that were on this mantle originally and applied a second color in French gray, and then did the same thing here with these rosettes and then some of the little floral details that were in this fireplace mantle originally. So what do you think? Is this a project that you think you could tackle and make over that fireplace mantle that's driving you crazy? Leave a comment in the comment section and let us know what you're excited to do in your own home.